Welcome to my channel. This is Planet of Heroes and Wonders, and today we're diving into the new and upcoming show, Lanterns. Lanterns is a new live-action series from DC Studios based on the classic Green Lantern's Corps from DC Comics. The story centers on two of Earth's most famous Green Lanterns, Hal Jordan and John Stewart. Rather than a purely cosmic superhero show, Lanterns is described as a detective-style series. Hal and John are intergalactic cops who end up investigating a murder on Earth, leading them into a darker mystery that ties into a larger DC universe, DCU. Lanterns was originally expected to premiere in early 2026. However, as of late November 2025, the premiere has been delayed to late summer 2026. The series will consist of 8 episodes and will air on HBO and stream on HBO Max as part of the first chapter of the DCU. According to DC Studios co-CEOs, Lanterns is expected to be a foundational part of the DCU's Gods and Monsters chapter, meaning its events could have ripple effects across future DCU films and series. Though the official synopsis describes Lanterns as a grounded mystery, following Hal Jordan and John Stewart as they investigate a murder in rural American heartland, the narrative likely unfolds with layered tension and dual perspective. The show may begin with a discovery, quiet, unsettling, and almost mundane. A body found under circumstances that should feel human, yet carry the residue of something far older, far stronger. Hal Jordan, the veteran Lantern, might first approach the case with seasoned pragmatism. He's seen conflict across galaxies. He believes he understands how the universe works. The mystery for him is a puzzle to be solved by instinct and experience. John Stewart, meanwhile, enters the story with fresh eyes, disciplined, meticulous, and sharply intuitive. Where Hal relies on gut and grit, John relies on structure, protocol, and logic. Their dynamics, sometimes conflicting, sometimes complementary, drives the narrative forward. As the investigation deepens, the audience may discover that the crime is not merely a human matter. Subtle details, unusual energies, signatures, impossible geometries, traces of alien technology buried beneath common soil hint at a threat entwined with the Lantern mythos. The rural landscape becomes a stage where cosmic forces brush against everyday life. The season may build toward a revelation. This is not just a murder, but a warning, a signal that something dormant in the universe is stirring. Hal and John's search for the truth becomes literal and symbolic. They are uncovering secrets long buried by those who believe danger could be hidden instead of confronted. By the finale, the show could pivot from intimate character driven detective drama into a broader cosmic awakening, setting the stage for the DCU's larger story. Character analysis and predictions. Hal Jordan will likely be portrayed as the veteran, the believer, or the flawed hero. Hal Jordan's portrayal, likely written as a middle aged and world weary, will lean into a man who's seen too much. His confidence borders on stubbornness, his humor masks fatigue, and his decisiveness is sometimes recklessness in disguise. He can be driven by instinct and battles with vulnerability while also being haunted by previous failures, either personal or professional. He also believes he must always be the one to act, even when he shouldn't. Narratively, Hal Jordan represents the old guard, a lantern shaped by experience, trauma, and the weight of duty. John Stewart will likely be portrayed as the idealist, the strategist, or the anchor. John Stewart's interpretation will balance discipline with empathy. A former Marine or architect, depending on the adaptation, he is methodical and deliberate. He values structure and truth, uncomfortable with moral gray areas, and carries a strong internal code. Justice is non negotiable. He may also grapple with feelings overshadowed by Hal's legacy. John's, John can represent the new guard, a lantern who believes in rebuilding the corpse on truth, transparency, and accountability. Their dynamic as a team. Rather than a simple mentor student relationship, the show may frame them as reluctant equals. Conflict is not just ideological, it's emotional. Hal's impulsivity tests John's restraint. John's rigidity challenges Hal's improvisation. Both see something in the other they have lost. Their arc may move from tension to mutual respect to shared purpose. Themes. Light versus darkness. A story about lanterns is inherently a story about illumination, knowledge versus ignorance, courage versus fear. The rural mystery likely symbolizes a buried truth the universe has tried to forget. Corruption of power and responsibility of power. With rings capable of bending physics, the show will explore who deserves power, who misuses it, who decides the rules. The open space for moral ambiguity, especially if the Guardians of the Lantern Corps plays a role. Trauma and recovery. Both Hal and John carry personal scars. The investigation forces them to confront their unresolved guilt, whether from past battles, lost partners, or failures of leadership. Trust, partnership, and brotherhood. The show's grounded tone suggests a slow burn story of two men learning to rely on each other despite conflicting temperaments. Cosmic horror hidden in plain sight. A mystery in the American heartland hints at something ancient lying beneath ordinary human life, a theme reminiscent of cosmic detective noir. Predictions based on narratives, casting, and DCU strategy. Sinestro will appear, but not as a straight villain, yet. Given casting rumors and narrative direction, Sinestro may be introduced as a morally ambiguous figure, possibly in pre-yellow corpse stage, expecting to mentor and manipulate. The murder is connected to a larger cosmic event. The victim might be a former Lantern, someone tied to an ancient Lantern's corpse secret, or a witness to something that Guardians wanted buried. The event could foreshadow the DCU's future big bad. One of the Lanterns will face a major crisis of faith, likely Hal Jordan, possibly John Stewart, or maybe both. The finale will expand from a grounded mystery to a cosmic awakening. To be expected is a hidden artifact, a suppressed Lantern's corpse secret, or the first hint of a universe-level threat like Parallax or Manhunters. The show will lead directly into larger DCU films. Lanterns is positioned as foundational. That implies it reveals something massive, big enough to impact Superman, the Authority, and future storylines. Possible setup: the Lanterns uncover evidence that the universe is being manipulated by a force the Guardians refuse to acknowledge. This has been Planet of Heroes and Wonders. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. See you in the next video. Kapow!